In today's fast paced and competitive business world, having a strong organizational culture can be a key differentiator. So let's explore together what organizational culture actually is and how it greatly impacts an organization. To help illustrate the power of organizational culture, I will share an amazing story with you at the end. My name is Shahil Shah, and let's start this video. Think of organizational culture as the personality of your company. It is the sum total of the beliefs, values, assumptions, and behaviors that shape the way people work together and interact with customers. A strong culture can drive employee engagement, fuel innovation, and increase productivity, providing the key to building a thriving workplace and outperforming competitors. Culture is made up of things like the way people communicate, the rituals they observe, the stories they tell, and the symbols they use to express themselves. Just like people, organizations have different personalities. There are four main types of organizational cultures. First, clan culture. This type of culture is like a family, where the organization is a community and the leaders act as mentors. There is a strong emphasis on teamwork, collaboration, and employee development. Examples of company with a clan culture include Zappos and Patagonia. Second, adhocracy culture. This type of culture is like a startup, where innovation, creativity, and risk taking are encouraged. The organization is flexible and adaptable. There is a focus on experimentation and learning from failure. Example of companies with an adhocracy culture include Google and IDEO. Third, market culture. This type of culture is like a sports team, where the organization is focused on winning and beating the competition. There is a strong emphasis on results, performance, and customer satisfaction. Examples of company with a market culture include Amazon and Walmart. Fourth, hierarchy culture. This type of culture is like an army, where the organization is highly structured, rules driven, and bureaucratic. There is a focus on efficiency, stability, and control. Example of companies with a hierarchy culture include the military and large government agencies. So, the impact of organizational culture. Positive impact of organizational culture. A great culture can boost employee engagement, inspire creativity, and drive business results. It is the secret sauce that sets high performing companies apart. Second, negative impact of organizational culture. However, a toxic culture can create a toxic workplace leading to low morale, high attrition rate, and even legal trouble. Real life examples of organizational culture. We all know the stories of Enron and Uber, where a toxic culture led to a spectacular downfall. But companies like Netflix and Salesforce have built cultures that have fueled their success. Creating organizational culture. First, define your values and mission. Identify the core values that defines the organization and what you stand for. Your values should reflect the beliefs, behaviors, and attitude that guide your organization. Your mission statement should clearly communicate the purpose of your organization and what you are striving to achieve. Second, lead by example. The leadership team must embody the values and behaviors that they want to see in the rest of the organization. This will set the tone for the culture and model the behaviors they expect from their employees. Third, communicate the culture. Communicate the culture through various channels such as onboarding programs, training sessions, company policies, and employee handbooks. You can also use stories, symbols, and rituals to reinforce the culture. Fourth, hire for fit. Recruit and hire employees who share the values and behaviors of the organization rather than just their skills and qualification. Fifth, recognize and reward desired behaviors. Recognize and reward employees who display the values and behaviors that align with the organization culture. Sixth, provide opportunities for growth and development. Offer opportunities for personal and professional growth and development that align with the values and mission of the organization. Seventh, continuously assess and refine. Continuously assess and refine the culture to ensure that it remains aligned with the values and mission of the organization and is responsive to changes in the external environment. So let's explore the power of organizational culture through a captivating story. At the height of the Great Recession in 2008, the US banking industry was in turmoil. Many of the largest banks in the country were on the verge of collapse, and the economy was in a state of crisis. In the midst of this chaos, one bank stood out as an example of resilience and strength. This was Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo had a reputation for being a conservative, risk-averse bank with a strong focus on customer service. Its culture emphasized teamwork, accountability, and ethical behavior. As the crisis deepened, Wells Fargo leaders remained steadfast in their commitment to these values. They resisted the purpose pressure to take on risky investment or engage in unethical practices even as competitors around them were falling apart. Instead, Wells Fargo doubled down on its culture of customer service. The bank invested in new technologies and processes to improve the customer experience, and it empowered employees to take ownership of their work and go above and beyond to meet customer needs. As a result, Wells Fargo weathered the storm of the recession better than almost any other bank in the country. Its stock price remained relatively stable, and it emerged from the crisis stronger and more resilient than ever. The story of Wells Fargo illustrates the power of organizational culture to shape the success of a company. By staying true to its values and focusing on the needs of its customers, Wells Fargo was able to survive a tumultuous period in the banking industry and emerge as a leader in its field. Other banks that had abandoned their values or focused solely on short term profits were not so fortunate. The story of Wells Fargo serves as a reminder of the importance of building a strong culture and staying true to its values even in the face of adversity. Therefore, building organizational culture can help to achieve greatness. Thank you.